He's a billionaire, businessman, and philanthropist. She is beautiful, a model, and an actress. What's the one thing that these two incredible people love besides each other?
The first time I think we rode together was we were going down the Snake River on rafts. And at the very end, there was that ranch. And we jumped on those horses with Marjo and Robin Leach, a few others, and started just taking off. And your horse sure took off a lot quicker than mine there. You knew what you were doing. Good horse lady.
John Paul's a really good rider, too.
Yeah, not as good as you.
I know. I don't know. We both love horses.
Ride TV recently sat down with John Paul and Eloise DeGioia to talk about their love affair with horses and their recent entry into the equine market with John Paul Pet Products. From his childhood memories in the Echo Park area of Los Angeles, California, John Paul DeGioia remembers how horses were a part of his life.
Boy, the first time I ever got involved with horses, I think I was 4 years old, and my mother would take my brother and I to the pony rides in Griffith Park in Los Angeles. We didn't have a lot of money, so maybe it was, once a year we would do it. We were all excited to get on the horse, and maybe you paid a nickel in those days, and I went around the track a couple times, and I know my brother, being a little older than me, rode the faster one, and I thought, boy, that's pretty cool, and that's when I first got involved in I had a paper route when I was 11 years old, and around 11, 12 years old, we'd make $30 a month. But we'd take $1.50 out of that and treat ourselves to Griffith Park, where they had these horse rides. You would pay $1.50 and rent a horse for an entire hour. So we'd start with the real slow ones, and then got a little faster, a little faster, a little faster, and that was our treat, was riding horses.
Eloise DeGioia also has her memories of horses early on in life.
I think I had my first horseback riding lesson. I lived in Houston, Texas, and it was with Lenora. And it was a 25-year-old horse, and, I started off that English. And then my girlfriend Lori had a horse named Bomber. She kept it at a stables, and Spotless was there. And the girl that had the horse went to college. So I got to ride this huge horse named Spotless, and we just rode bareback. So we would hop on the horse, and sometimes we'd do double bareback. We'd just ride and ride and ride all day long. We'd tie it up and go in the store, or tie it up somewhere and go swimming. And it was a wonderful childhood, wonderful. Being on Ride TV makes me want to go ride like all day. I think, why aren't I riding right now? It's the most pleasurable thing you can do in your life.
John Paul DeGioia's love of horses is based on a deep love and respect for all animals.
Well, we've been so involved from the very beginning when I started John Paul Mitchell Systems, even though we had no money, never to test on animals, period. We knew it wasn't necessary. We knew that a lot of animals lose their lives, go blind because of needless testing. So we started out at Paul Mitchell. We do not test on animals, only on humans, period.
Because John Paul and Eloise love horses, the launch of John Paul Pet Products had to include products for more than just dogs and cats.
Several years ago, some friends approached me and said, "You're so much into the animal movement, why don't you start a pet line?" And I thought, well, I would, and maybe take my profits and do something good for pets throughout the world. And then we started John Paul Pet. We did a few movies. Eloise did a movie, and on the cows and on the horses, they used some of the Paul Mitchell products.
Grand Champion.
Yeah, Grand Champion. And we knew that we could tweak the products a little bit better, where they more for the pH of the horse, as well as the dog and the cat. And then we thought, hey, equine, this is silly, we don't go into it. And a lot of our friends says, guys, we have horses, we'd love to use your products on horses, let's do that.
Yeah, and I was so excited. I knew in my heart when he decided to do this, it would be so successful for John Paul, because he loves animals so much, really cares for them. I do too.
A passionate defender of animal rights, John Paul recently took his product out of China when he learned it was being tested on animals.
Actually, he's getting, I have to brag about John Paul, he's getting the PETA award next week in New York, for, I don't know if you want to tell the story or not about.
Yeah, when we found out that our products that are not tested on animals in China were tested on animals once they got there, we pulled our entire product line out of China. Now, they were amazed. They said, you pulled your product, but you're taking our money. we're not taking your money. We said it's just to kind of make a statement, but what we want to do is work with you to show you how to test products with various machines that are made now, or in vitro, right? So you don't have to test on animals anymore. They said we would welcome that. So we pulled all of our products out of China, and we're working with the government to help them see another way to do it. Once that's done, we'll bring our products back in for sale.
Both John Paul and Eloise DeGioia were excited to hear about Ride TV.
I was so excited about Ride TV. I was like, what? Really? I was so excited because I wanted to tell my friend Andrea Schroeder, because we just did a movie called Wild Hearts. It was all about horses and outside, and I thought, my imagination just goes wild. Like, you could have great movies about horses. There's so many of my friends that love horses. And
when I heard about Ride TV, a light bulb went off. Wow, brilliant. Why didn't anyone think about this before? Because horse people love sitting back, watching horses, seeing horse events and things related to horses. And there's millions of horse people, not only in our country, but throughout the world. I see Ride TV #1 interacting in the United States, going into all of North America, going to South America, and going worldwide. Going worldwide, not only on television, but on the internet, as well as on mobile entertainment on a mobile phone. I see that kind of a future.
Oh my gosh.
Hot stuff here, boy.